Hi, this time I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of preparing for a game session and improvising everything. I think you should have both. But there are people that perhaps think that preparation is unnecessary. There could be people that think that improvisation is needless or inconsequential. I haven't found those people yet, actually. But there are people that want to run things, everything through improvised play. So I want to give like the pros and cons. When it comes to preparation, the major pro is that you want to obviously be prepared for anything during the session. But it also adds a strong sense of reality. When it comes to preparation, the game world feels so real because everything has been established beforehand. You can come up with all sorts of effects, side quests, repercussions, reactions to anything that the player characters may attempt. So this is great because it reinforces the reality of the fictional setting. But what about the con? You cannot prepare for everything. Even if you are like a super genius or whatever, it would be a waste of time to prepare for so many things, so many hours wasted, that the player characters are simply not going to take those avenues, those directions. So even if you create so many adventure sites, events, consequences, conclusions, the characters oftentimes will not take those routes, those paths. So you are over preparing in that case. Now, moving a bit towards putting preparation to the side for a moment and moving towards improvisation, that's the great advantage or the pro of improvisation. You can handle everything case by case, depending on the circumstances, the current context. Because you're improvising everything, you can handle things like that. You can adapt. You are flexible. The con, however, is that once you can see through that illusion, you can almost predict what the game master is going to do, and the world stops feeling believable because everything is improvised. The game master is adapting things to whatever the player characters are doing, to their actions. So you fall into that pit trap, like I said, of distorting or deforming or reshaping the game world according to the whims of their characters or according to what you think the story is trying to express. So if the characters are looking for a secret door over there, well, you're improvising things. In fact, you just came up with the structure, with the room they are exploring. So now you decided that there is actually a secret door. And when the players catch up to this, if they are intelligent enough to identify this, they are going to be like, we're going to find a secret door here because it's for the story to keep on moving. It's for the sake of rolling or failing forward. That's going to happen. Or if the players interact with this non-player character and the game master improvises things so that the non-player character is actually the one that provides the clues, or is the culprit, or is the innocent person, depending on the story, the game master is going to adjust that on the fly. So the players are immediately going to feel this is obvious. It's going to be the culprit. That person, that non-player character, is going to provide us with the clues. That non-player character is innocent because they are going to identify the directions that the story is moving through, because everything is improvised. So that's the major con when compared to preparation or preparing. When you prepare things, you have already established the agendas of the non-player characters, their hopes and wishes, the different adventure sites. You already have these doors over here, these secrets, these defense systems, this everything. So the players feel like there is great reality, great realism within this session because everything has already been set, and it is up to them to navigate their way through what has already been established. But like I said at the start, it's important to combine preparation with improvisation. A combination of both will allow you to handle any situation. You have the grounding, the solid base, the foundation of a world previously created, with the flexibility of adapting to the changes according to the interactions of the player characters with the game world and its inhabitants and the objects, everything. Now, when it comes to my personal experience, well, I am 40 years old. Maybe there are some situations that I haven't seen, but oftentimes I see a lot of these guys that you should improvise everything. And when you see them in action, their sessions, like I said, they are predictable, they are quite dull, and they are not able to self-criticize themselves in their improvisation. So yes, I am actually not a big fan of improvising everything. I have seen so many dull, lame sessions because the game master didn't prepare beforehand. And like I said, they share this sort of like stigma that they cannot self-criticize. You will see that there are actually a lot of players that, yes, everything should be handled through improvisation, but they don't want you to look at their sessions. They don't upload their sessions either. That's because you're going to see how predictable they are and how the game master and referee is constantly modifying things, reshaping the game world to fit the needs of the story. Sometimes, in the worst of cases, they also fall into the frustrated author or frustrated writer or frustrated storyteller type of game master, because they are basically telling a story. The players are there for the ride, and they are just improvising everything according to the story that is currently being told, rather than created through the actions of the player characters with an existing game world. So those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on preparation and improvisation. Do you agree that maybe you should have like both? Maybe you are one of the few people that can improvise a game session and it doesn't fall into the pit traps that I have mentioned in this video. Who knows? Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments about anything, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.